Lynn, this question comes from one of the members of the Stanford group who is working on the task force on the Four Power Agreement that was formed around the time of our last webcast. And his question to you is this. He says, Lynn, I think you probably know that yesterday the Obama administration announced the sale of $6 billion worth of Patriot anti-missile systems, helicopters, mine-sweeping ships, and communications equipment to Taiwan, which the People's Republic of China views as part of its territory. This morning, in a rather strongly worded statement, the Chinese Defense Ministry announced that China was suspending all military exchanges with the United States as a result of this action. Now, I'm aware of the fact that very often nations respond as they feel they must to certain events by other nations, but it doesn't significantly affect the long-term potential for cooperation. My question to you, because I must tell you I was very alarmed when I saw this, is number one, how serious is this? And number two, what in the world is Obama thinking?
Obama's a British agent. He's not a loyal American. But he's no damn good on top of that. Now, the point here is this. This is a deliberate British move against China. Now, the key thing you have to do is we have to say, Chinese complain about this. Say, good, you're right. But we don't consider Obama our president. He's a British stooge. Now, we have to combine ourselves together to get rid of this stooge. It's a humanitarian question. It's not a diplomatic question. We want a human president. We don't have one right now. And that's the way we have to approach it. You have to be frank. You know, someone says, well, China's done this. See, this is the old game, the old British game. Get two people to fight. Create an issue to get them to fight each other. Then let them become enemies and want to do bad things to each other. This is what Google was doing, huh? Same thing. Silly. It's not Google. It's orchestrated. It's Obama. It's British. So why not say so? Say this is another reason for getting rid of Obama. Obama is not our president because he's not loyal to the people and nation of the United States. And some people have not caught on to that reality yet. Some stupid people think that Obama is actually a loyal citizen of the United States. He's not a loyal citizen of the United States. He's a loyal citizen of some empire off there under Nero, as a direct heir of Nero, the Emperor Nero, or something like that. But this guy is not us. He has no right to be president. Oh, he's elected. But he's gone past that. When a president of the United States proposes a health care policy which is not only a direct copy of Adolf Hitler's wartime health care policy, but goes in similar directions on other things, this guy has got to go. And we as citizens, if we're citizens, this guy's got to go. Because we won't have a United States if we keep him around. We're destroying everything. But getting into fights with people we should not be getting into fights with is contrary to our vital interests. This guy has got to go. The time for him has come to an end. Let him go into retirement, preferably in some other country. Maybe an island country someplace where they can do something with him. But this thing is no longer tolerable. This guy has committed crimes against humanity. He's betrayed the American people. He's betrayed the vital interests of the United States. There is no proper place for him. Take that whole gang that he dragged in. Just fire them. Get them out of there. We have people in the federal government system or associated with it closely, as some people in the staffs of the Congress and so forth. We have people. We can put together a government of the United States very quickly, simply by these bumps. Get them out of there. Clean house. And you will find that see our force here, our power lies in the fact that the Congress and the presidency have failed to represent the Constitution of the United States and the people of the United States. The people of the United States are already in the mood to get rid of these guys, but they're not sure of exactly how to go about doing the job. As each week passes, there becomes more and more the mood among the people. The great majority of the people of the United States do not want this guy in office. So why is he in office? You don't have to find a crime. High crimes and misdemeanors are the charge for impeachment. But he doesn't have to be convicted of a crime to be impeached. If he is not serving the interests of the United States, if he is acting against the interests of the United States, especially against what many people of the United States regard as the interests of the United States, like the many people protesting, that's a misdemeanor. If a guy is coming in and urinating in your living room, even if he's not arrested for a crime for doing that, because he's a mental case, and you try to tell him not to do that, and he keeps doing it, you have to take some corrective action. You have to correct the misdemeanor. Now, this guy's behavior, his mental behavior, is itself a misdemeanor. I often think that his relationship to 3 teleprompters is also a sexual misdemeanor. But the point is, the function of the intent of the Constitution is to defend the United States and to defend its Constitution. He's an offense to the U.S. Constitution. When he proposed a policy of Hitler-like homicide as a health care policy, that is reason for him to go. Because he has demonstrated he is not trustworthy in the post of president. He has demonstrated repeatedly that he's an impediment to the welfare of the nation, and he's not trustworthy morally as a president. He should go. The American people, in general, are about ready to say so very loudly. And we have to take the positive side. We don't want the rough side. We want the positive side. Get out of here, buddy. Just walk. You don't have to run. Walk, but you get out of here. We don't want you. If we don't do that, we don't have a nation. Now, if we're willing to tolerate something that means we don't have a nation anymore, is that a violation? Is that against our nation? Of course it is. The idea of impeachment is not. It is a very serious thing to impeach a president. And you don't do it unless you have to. But you don't have, you have no objection to do it if you have to. If he's a problem for the country because he's not honest, or he's insane, like Woodrow Wilson, he should go. If he won't behave himself, he has to go. And we have to do it. We can't do it the way the British do, get some assassin to come in and solve the problem, which is a typical British trick. We don't do that. But this guy's got to go because it's been demonstrated this country cannot continue to exist with him as president.